Believe it or not, the street that was renamed to something that looks like a cat walked on a keyboard is causing issues for the residents that live there. This is literally not shocking at all.
Problem, he says, is in the characters used in the new legal name. While linguists and some in government may know it, his credit card companies apparently haven't a clue how to write it. Here's what he says happened when he tried to update his MSP account.
So I got to step 4 of 7, and it said confirm, and the system froze.
And he's not alone. A quick canvass of the neighborhood turned up 5 others who ranged from mystified to outraged.
When a computer system can't even read the street name, you know that's an issue. Imagine living on that street and having to remember that name. The amount of people that actually know how to pronounce this is so minuscule, the levels of pandering is off the charts. Watch this clip of David Eby calling out far-right YouTubers.
Thank you, Premier. I was wondering, your opponent across the aisle, Mr. Rustad, is facing a leadership review. And some speculate that he is, there's some turmoil going on with the opposition. I was wondering if you can offer any comments on what you're seeing from your side of the aisle regarding kind of the situation facing your opponents in legislature. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck. Well, I mean, the bottom line is whoever's leading the Conservative Party, this is a party that has spoken out against the province's actions to respond to Donald Trump's attacks on our economy, that has brought in far-right YouTubers into our legislature.
Far-right YouTubers, that's an interesting one. So anybody that doesn't agree with what you say, and believe it or not, David Eby, I know this might be a hard one for you to break down here, but people talk about politics quite a bit on YouTube. And it's not just these far-right extremists like you claim. People have created their channels because of extreme media bias. A lot of people simply just say it as they see it. And I find it extremely funny how he doesn't provide anything and just simply goes after far-right YouTubers. Most people, belief-wise, were directly in the center. Maybe a little center-left, maybe a little center-right. But the left has gone so extremely far. They keep moving the post further and further. Whenever they look back, everybody is a far-right extremist. And that is exactly what we're seeing here with David Eby. We seem to be getting more info on why the US-Canada trade deal went south.
Well, we spoke with the Prime Minister about this at the G7 meeting last week. We urged them to delay, they were setting a multi-billion-dollar tax bill to our big high-tech companies on the 30th of June. And we said, delay it for 30 days while we're negotiating, and they refused to. And the digital service tax is an extraterritorial, really, almost criminal act, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're taxing American companies who don't necessarily even have a presence in Canada. Mm-hmm. And so, and it's a 3% of revenue tax, not profits, revenue.
They want to continue to butt heads with the United States, and the simple fact is they are not going to win. To everybody saying that we are currently the Titanic and we're beginning to sink, no, I'm sorry to tell you, we have already sank all the way to the bottom. And now we're on whatever lifeboats are left while the Liberal government continues to spend like crazy, cut themselves off from our closest ally while moving to the EU. And 2 weeks ago, the legacy media was telling us a trade deal was imminent. What an absolute joke. Anyway, I'd like to know what you think down in the comment section below. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you're new, and thank you very much for watching.